The Denver Nuggets have a huge problem on their hands. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, 100 Points. Welcome back to another video. Peyton Watson is balling out of his damn mind right now, and this is going to be a huge problem for the Nuggets. Now, Peyton Watson on the season is averaging 12.7 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, 1.6 assists on 51% from the field, 39.6% from three, 73% from the free throw line, and 58% effective field goal percentage. And one thing about P-Watt that I've peeped lately, he is just a way better three-point shooter. You can tell that he's worked on it over the past offseason, and this kid really works hard. Ever since I watched Peyton Watson, he's always been a good energy guy. He's always been a pretty good defensive player. But when you add in this offensive bag that he's worked on and developed, he turns into a whole other factor for the Denver Nuggets. But this also creates problems. So going over my notes right now, next season, they owe $59 million to Nikola Jokic, $50 million to Jamal Murray, $31 million to Aaron Gordon, and $21 million to Christian Brown and Cam Johnson. This is a problem because it already surpasses the league's cap maximum, and the Denver Nuggets is not historically known for paying the NBA luxury tax. This can be a huge problem for Denver because another team can easily come in this offseason and offer Peyton Watson a very great deal that he cannot turn down. Now, the Denver Nuggets do have the restricted free agency rights to Peyton Watson, so they can match any deal that another team throws at him. But like I said before, they are not known for paying guys when they have to pay the luxury tax for the NBA as well. So this is just something to think about as a Denver Nuggets fan, because last season you guys gave Christian Brown his contract, but this season, he hasn't been performing like you would want him to perform after getting that payday. He's only played in 13 games. And just looking at the stats for Christian, he's averaging 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, 2.7 assists on 48% from the field, and 23% from the three-point line with 51% effective shooting. So going and looking at it, he's shooting 16% less than he was last season from the three-point line. And I'm not going to sit here and be too critical because he's only played in 13 games. He has been battling an injury, but it just looks really, really bad when you just went and paid him. Now you have a taller player who gives you great defense, scoring the basketball the way Peyton Watson is. It just makes it really difficult for the Denver Nuggets coming into the offseason because now you have this player emerging and you just paid a guy. He's not performing the way you wanted him to perform. And now there's a potential chance that a player of Watson's caliber can walk. And you're going to be sitting there like, we should have paid this guy earlier to prevent this. Because what you risk when you don't pay a player early is that they can have that jump in production. And then in the offseason, they can demand way more money. And you might not have that money to pay. So now you have to let a big talent walk away for nothing, basically. And that's something that the Nuggets do not want to see. You want to surround Jokic with a lot of key pieces around him. I think Peyton Watson and Jokic have a great relationship. You could definitely tell on the court. And I just wouldn't want to lose a player like that where the NBA is looking for 6'8", 6'9" wings that can score the ball and defend at a high level. Now, getting back to Peyton Watson, he has been on a serious hot streak. In the last 5 games, he's averaging 24.4 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, 2.2 assists per game on 51% from the field, 41% from three, 37 minutes played. And they are 3-2 in their last 5 games since Jokic has been hurt. I know Jamal Murray has been hooping as well, but Peyton Watson has really just been the spark. I mean, looking at his last 5 games, 30 points against the Celtics. He went 6 of 7 from 3. That is a career high from Peyton Watson. The game before Boston, he had 24 points. Now, he did have 6 turnovers, but that comes with a new role. 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and they did defeat Philadelphia without any of their main guys. It was literally bench guys. Peyton Watson, I know Jamal Murray was out. I know Aaron Gordon was out. It was just a lot of key players out. And he really showed me something that game. The game before that, 23 points. The game before that against Cleveland, 21 points. They did lose that game. And the game before that against Toronto, 24 points, 8 rebounds. He didn't have any assists in that game. But this stretch is just very promising for this young player. I mean, Peyton Watson, my biggest deal with him in the past was how consistent of a three-point shooter can he be? Will he improve his handle? All these questions have kind of been answered over this stretch. I've seen major offensive improvements from this guy, and it is just super exciting to see. I mean, as a Denver Nuggets fan, I would really, really love for P-Watt to return back to the team. It would just make so much sense, but I know that they want to avoid that apron. That apron is just killer. I really can't even blame the NBA because the apron just allows it to be fun and competitive for the NBA. So I cannot be mad at that. I used to be a guy who really didn't like the idea of aprons and things until I really sat here and realized that the NBA is a better product when these teams just can't stack star players on top of star players with no penalty. So I definitely agree with it. One thing I always take into account, though, is when a player just improves season after season. You guys can see his rookie season. He only averaged 3.3 points a game, 1.6 rebounds. Sophomore season played way more games, actually played in 80 games, averaged 6.7 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, and 1.1 assists. Third season was averaging 8 points a game, 3.4 rebounds, 1.4 assists. Like, all of his statistics are going up. He did add 1.4 blocks in that season as well. And in his fourth season in the NBA, 12 points a game, 4.7 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. And I just covered another video of mine, Denny Abdia, and then he had a slower progression. It took him a couple years, but once he went to a new team, we all see that he has turned into an all-star player. This can be another instance of that. Only the Denver Nuggets wouldn't be trading Peyton Watson away. They actually would just be losing him because they can't afford to pay him. And that would just really hurt me as a fan of the Denver Nuggets. And like I said, guys, Peyton Watson just looks way more comfortable on offense, pulling it up for 3, basically in transition, knocking it down against the Celtics. Went 6 for 7 this game from the three-point line. And when you have a guy like Peyton Watson with his defensive ability, his size, and his improved handle, knocking threes down like this is a big deal in today's NBA. You know that these GMs and owners are dying to have 6'8", 6'9" wings who can shoot the 3, defend, and have a semi-good handle. He's already been a great cutter to the basket, off-ball kind of guy. When you add in an improved three-point shot and then he's capable of giving you 20-point games, that is a major deal with teams around the league. And I promise you there are going to be people lined up at his doorstep ready to pay him. I hope the Nuggets can match it, but I'm not sure if that's going to be able to happen with all of that money that they have to pay the starters. I mean, that's just 5 guys and you're sitting at $185 million. We're not even talking about the bench. So it's going to have to be some sacrifices, but I think that Peyton Watson is definitely worth it. I hope that the Nuggets can figure out what they want to do with him, because from this stretch of games without Jokic, man, I could just easily see him going to another team and being a really great player for another squad. So hopefully Denver could figure it out. I just wanted to highlight Peyton Watson. This guy's been killing it. It's really been enjoyable for me to see the improvements in his offensive game. And Denver's just going to have a really tough decision to make when the season ends. So it's your boy 100 Points. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. God bless you all, and I'm out. Peace.